Hello friends, this is Jeff. I'm shooting a first draft 3 to 5 minute video today on a topic. I'd love to get some feedback from you if you've got some comments on it, whether I'm on track or not, or some content to add to this topic. I'd love to hear back from you. The subject today is more than a paycheck. This is for maybe high school kids, college kids, or some people getting back into the work world where they show up and they say, I'm just here for a paycheck. And I get that there's a time and place where that's kind of how life is, but I really want to just implore people to show up to work every day and get more than a paycheck, right? Because if we say to ourselves, if we have a mental mindset that says, I'm just here for a paycheck, then we're only going to give so much and we're only going to get so much. And we're leaving a lot to be desired. So for that young person who's in high school who says, I show up at an ice cream shop and I'm just here for a job. I'm just here for a paycheck to earn money to get to college. And when I get to college, I'm going to be a civil engineer or a teacher or marketing executive or something else. And that's going to be my career. And that's when I'll really start developing and working and putting passion into my job. And I would just want to encourage people, if all you're getting is a paycheck, you're not getting enough out of the time and the effort you're putting in. Because even if you work, say, 12 or 15 hours as a part-time job, and all you're getting is a paycheck, you're not getting enough. You need to grow and develop in all the different ways. And when you get more than a paycheck, I really believe you're also going to give more to the customers than just a product. So the real video title should be more than a paycheck, more than a product, right? So you get more than a paycheck and you give more than a product. And it really helps both people. So I would just encourage people who show up and have that mindset that says, I'm just here for a paycheck. I would really encourage them to say, explore all the things you can get out of a job. And that's building a network of friends. Friends who may just be casual acquaintances, but may be part of your network in the future to get you a future job. It may be building relationships with customers who you think, oh, they're just here to buy an ice cream cone or just here to get a sandwich. But you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to run across. And if you limit your mindset to even customers, then you're also not building customer service. You need to look at every person that walks in and say, how can I really serve them well? If you're looking for just a paycheck, then you're not looking for enough. I want people to say, I need to learn the skill sets of showing up and working hard every day. That's more than a paycheck. I need to learn the process of how my job is supposed to be done, how my boss wants me to do this job. Because if I learn how to do a job well here in a part-time high school setting, then I'll also be good at my career job, whatever that is later on down the road. There's so much more that a person can get if they say, I want to get more than a paycheck. It's the network, it's the connections, it's the friendships, it's the camaraderie. It's learning how to do a job, learning how to be a hard worker, learning what it means to be in a business review or an annual review that will serve you well. So it's not just serving the organization, but it will serve you well. Learning how to ask for a raise or learning how to ask for clarification about what is expected or what is to be done. It could be that you learn all the important things about systems process, what businesses expect, what organizations expect, that you can take those skill sets and be way more dynamic in your next career job. Because whoever you end up working for later in life, if your goal is to be a civil engineer or a school teacher, they're going to want you to have already learned basic work skill sets. And if you only show up to get just a paycheck and you're really not learning all the basic skill sets of an employee, you're going to have to learn it later. You might as well learn it now. You might as well dig into it and learn the process and the systems and the skill sets now, get more than a paycheck, so that when you do have that career job later, you're going to be amazing and they're going to love you and they're going to promote you or they're going to help you or they're going to encourage you because you come in ready to go and you're ready to go at that career job because you learned it here right now. And you learned it here right now because you were looking for more than just a paycheck. So when you can get more out of this job for yourself, career building, networking, when you can also get more out of this job for your future career, I also believe you're going to give more to this job right now. You're going to show up with more enthusiasm and more excitement, more interest, more passion. And that's going to translate into more efficiency at work, but it's also going to translate into better customer satisfaction. Because whatever career job you've got later after college or after you get your big career, they're going to want you to be really good at customer service. Because every job you ever have, there's going to be a customer somewhere, an internal customer or an external customer. And you need to learn how to meet customer needs. And if you can meet it now in this job, serving ice cream or building sandwiches or whatever it is you do, if you can learn customer satisfaction now, you're going to be amazing doing customer satisfaction later. So learn that skill now. When people come in, when your customers come in, whomever they are, they're human beings just like you. They've got a need to be met. They're willing to exchange something, time or money for a product or for a service. So learn how to meet their needs now and do it with joy and happiness. Why not? You're meeting somebody's need. When somebody comes in for some ice cream and it's a family with 5 or 6 kids and it's noisy and chaos, sure, serve them the ice cream, but then let them know, hey, thanks for coming in. Thanks for bringing your family. We love to serve families. Let them know you're glad to be there. It doesn't take much effort to make a comment like that. And it makes that family feel like they're welcome. And it makes them feel like we like this ice cream shop. So whomever you serve, whatever you do, you can add more to it. Get more than a paycheck, but give more than a product. We can do so much more for you, and you can do so much more for the organization when we have a mindset that's more than a paycheck and more than a product. Well, there's my first take on it. This is sort of a first draft video. I'd love to hear your feedback on that concept. I really believe there's a lot of people out there who have limited themselves to just getting a paycheck, and there's so much more that they can get out of life. There's so much more they can get out of a job, and there's so much more they can give as well. What are your thoughts on this concept of more than a paycheck, more than a product?